everybody. I'm hoping I will be on and chatting with you during this, but just in case, I'm making a little workout for today in case I can't be there with you. So it's still morning here, but good evening, and thanks for joining for a little vocal workout warm up. I'd like to start us today with a little deep breathing, something we can safely do in the privacy of our homes. So we're going to breathe in and elongate the spine as we breathe in, and then a slow exhale as we bring the arms down to the side. And again, breathe in and out. And we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Okay, breathe in again and out. Now, a good way to check our posture with this, if it's not comfortable for you to bring your hands all the way over your head, something else you can do is put your hand over your heart like you're going to pledge allegiance, and the other hand over where your belt buckle would be, if you're a belt buckle wearing person. So when we breathe in, we want to feel that hand on our belt buckle expand, and this hand just stays up and relaxed. We don't want to be going. When we breathe, we just have nice tall posture, and we breathe in through the nose and expand around the belt buckle, and long, slow exhale. If you can get your exhale over a 7-second count, it's a great exercise just for relaxation, kind of resetting your nervous system. And so if you ever find like you're stressed out or you're really tired because you've just been working hard in the garden or whatever it is you've been hunched over your sewing machine making masks or whatever it is, that kind of deep inhalation and a long, slow exhalation really can kind of help center you. After we've finished breathing, we're just going to lightly vocalize. Just make whatever little noises scare the pets in your house. If the cat runs out of the room, you've probably done it right. Good. Now we'll open it to an ooh. 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 And it doesn't matter if you copy exactly what I'm doing, just making some of those same weird noises. I can't see you or hear you, so you can be as out there as you like to be. Okay, so now we're just going to start with our May we follow you. And I'm going to give you the hand symbols for this. I haven't pushed this in rehearsal so much because sometimes people feel uncomfortable with this type of thing. But you're in your home. There's nobody who can see you except for your spouse and your pets. So, or nobody. If you don't have spouse or pets, even better. You don't have to feel self-conscious at all. So, so the first one is May. And May is like a little cup over the ear. It's that cup inside of our head of resonance. May, A. So that when we sing the A vowel, we're not going A, which is not attractive or easy to sing. We're thinking May. It just that vowel sits right up here in the top of the mouth. May, we is right here below the chin. And I call this the hipster beard because then we, fa on ah, we get a mustache, and the beard gets a little deeper, kind of down to the chest. It's our logger beard. So, we, fa, lo, pretty self-explanatory, lo, you. And we've done this one in choir before a few times, you. These were developed by conductor, composer, arranger Rollo Dilworth. He calls them the choral gang signs, which I find hilarious. So, it's May, we, fa, lo, you. And if you feel up to it, try those as we do this exercise. Okay? May we follow you. May we follow you. May we follow you. May we follow you. May we follow pitches, you can take that a little higher. But we don't want to take that exercise too high because some of those vowels get a little tricky, especially as we're just starting to warm our voice up. So that's all we need to do with that. Let's do a little sing on. All right, we'll start it down here. We're going to go upwards. Sing on, 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 and make sure that our posture is good, because I just noticed mine was kind of starting to collapse. So as we're going, the shoulders high, ears over the shoulders, sternum high, and that string from the top of your head to the ceiling. Sing on, sing on, sing on. Good, 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 good. And the thing to remember as we do this, that NG is kind of a passage point into the higher notes, especially as we want to connect the soft palate to our resonant space in our head, all the nice holes in our head that make our voices sound pretty. So sing, oh, really working that NG sound. Sing, oh, sing, oh, sing, oh. What key am I in? Sing, oh, sing, oh, sing, oh. If you're still with me, great. That was a high A. If you're not, that's okay too, because most of y'all don't have to sing a high A in our music. But if you want to play this back and practice it, see how high you can get, again, no reason to feel self-conscious when we are distance choir. All right, let's go down. Yalla, 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 yalla. And remember this exercise, we're keeping the jaw relaxed. We don't want to yalla, 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 yalla. We make the tongue do all the work. Yalla, 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 yalla. 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 My stunt baritone is not here, so you'll have to take yourselves the rest of the way if you are lower voice inclined. Yalla, 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 yalla. 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 All right, good job. Okay, I want to add another one here. I'm not sure if we've done this. We don't do a ton of arpeggios, but because we don't have a lot of things that use wide range, but let's try it. Let's give it a shot. The words for this are just the vowels. Alleluia. So ah with the AH, le, L-E-H, lu. Good, nice, easy, open. Ooh, Alleluia. Okay? So we're going to do that among it, and this is the degrees of the scale are 1, 3, 5, 8, 5, 3, 1, or do, mi, so, mi, do. Okay, let's give us a shot. Alleluia. My voice is a little allergy-ish this morning, but you can follow along. Alleluia. Alleluia. And I sometimes have choirs with this. We'll do our arms up and over. Alleluia. So that your arm describes the same arc as the music. So if you feel like that, give it a try at home. When I do this with kids in particular, I have them bend their knees on the high note so that we remember our support stays low. However, you're probably already seated in a chair, but just keep that in mind that on that high note, we want that support to be right down around our hips. Alleluia. You can drop an octave if you need to, or drop out. Hallelujah. I think I did something weird with my eyes there, but you see how we drop the jaw and let it release as we go higher. Good. Let's run through Father, I Adore You. Now, I don't know if any of you have had any luck trying to record any of these things. You just hold your phone. If you have an iPhone, I can make you a tutorial how to do it. But if you don't have an iPhone, it's going to depend on your system. But if you want help, just send me an email, send me a text, and I will do what I can to help show you how to do it. Or I know Maureen and I think Wendy have done it, so you can kind of reach out there and see. If you're not comfortable making a video of yourself, you also can sound record. There's probably a device you have that can record either your phone or your computer that can record audio. So again, let me know and I'll try to talk you through that. All right, so here we are on Father, I Adore You. Let's give this a try. Father, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. Jesus, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. Spirit, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. And you don't have a track for that one, but you can use the YouTube if you want to try recording it. I would love it if we can try some of these in a virtual format in some way. And no pressure, just out there as an idea. Next, let's look at Light is Kindled in Darkness. I'm going to bring up a track for that one because I'll bring up the track that you guys are working from. And my fancy piano, which you can't see here, but it's super fancy. Look, Beethoven says, it's super fancy. Beethoven watches over all events here. Beethoven used to live on my grandmother's piano. I think it originally came from my grandfather owned a secondhand store called the Bargain Barn. So a lot of cool things I have came from there. And really, I'm just vamping for time because I'm getting Light is Kindled going here. Okay, so let's give this a try. And remember, on this, the first verse is just introduction. So we just can listen to it. You can hum along the melody. Hopefully you have your music for this. If you need another PDF sent, let me know. Oh, done. And play. I realize you can't see my hands. who stops it. We can through a shrouded future, pledges of Christ's steadfast word, gifts of goodness yet unfold us all around beneath above, signs of beauty still persisting, symbols of God's constant love. Though the rock appears victorious, violence, prejudice, and pride, feed the fire with grace and justice, and in wonder as I sighed, we will feel both pain and promise, terror, sting, and love's new birth, as we walk in light and dark shadow on God's blessed and bleeding earth. Does your candle in the darkness throw the wick of faith burns low? Feed the fire with grace and justice, and in wonder watch it grow, as we gather flames together till they shine with warmth and light. God dispels the night of hatred, and the blaze of love burns bright. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the words and give you breaths at the same time. So hopefully you notice where those breaths are. Now, I'm kind of exaggerating them. Obviously, don't breathe like that. I'm just trying to make sure you see where those breaths are. They're all pretty logical. If we were all together, I think I talked about this last time, we might try to stagger and make some long phrases. But as we're not all together, we're going to make the phrases rational so that we can sing them as though we were singing a solo, but within that same beat together. So again, if you have any questions about this, hit me up. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. None of us are going anywhere. All right. Now, the next thing that I want to do is go to the Kyrie. And the Kyrie, I'm not going to, whoa! There we are. We're at the Kyrie. I'm not going to go through the individual parts because I'm kind of running out of time. but hopefully you had the chance to go through your individual part with the parts tracks that I sent. If you haven't, that's fine. Just kind of like roll along with this for now. But go back, check out. You should have individual parts tracks for soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. That should be pretty easy to follow. If not, again, I'm happy to sing on something, whatever you would like to do. But what I'm going to do is just do a full run of the Kyrie with all the parts and try to make sure that I'm giving you breaths in the right places, okay? So we're going to go from the beginning, which includes all of these solos or section solos, and then we've got the ending piece where we all come together. So let's give this a try, shall we? And then this will probably be us for today, although maybe sending out little new music now that we've got our rehearsal licensing going. So we'll see how that goes. So let's give Kyrie a try, and apologies in advance for any difficulties I have going between the camera and the piano. Okay. There is a piano over here, even though you can't see it. All right, let's try. For some reason, we weren't at the start of the song. There we go. Okay, so well. Miss you, Ellie. Oh, well, that was too soon. Here we go. The baritones. Sopranos. Tenors. Cut right on 4 tenors. That one carries through. Sopranos and altos, basses, tenors. And let me figure out how we do that cutoff. If we can hold it all the way to the end, that's great. You might have noticed that there are places where most of the time I'm letting you breathe. Looking at measure 39, Kyrie, Kyrie, eleison. I would like us to take that all in one breath. If you send me a bunch of texts and emails going, no way, we can't do it, I'll change my mind, but I want you to try it. Same thing, next phrase at measure 43, Kyrie, Kyrie, eleison. 47, Christe, Christe, eleison. Same thing. It's just 4 bars, and we cut off on the 4th beat where that rest is each time. Christe, Christe, eleison. Same thing. We don't want to cut off before the 3rd beat, because if you notice there at the top of page 9, measure 54, the basses have that moving part. They finally get to move to a new note, so we can't cut off before they get to move. So making sure that we cut off right on the 4. If it would help you guys for me to do a conducting video with this for you to make your recording with, let me know. And I think I could probably do that. I think so. Then at 55, we have the same figure again, the same parts, Kyrie, Kyrie, eleison, but it changes a little bit. It changes just a little bit. We have this moving line for the altos at the top, right? And for the tenors, we've got this cool little parallel movement thing going on. And tenor, same thing. And we can't breathe. We can't breathe there. So what we can do is on the measure 55 before, Kyrie, Kyrie, breathe here. Eleison, Kyrie, Kyrie. And then we can breathe again. So you can breathe at the end of measure 59, and you can breathe at the end of measure 56. We don't want it to be tasteless like I just did, but we can breathe there. And then the rest of the ones become more straightforward. After you take that breath at 59, Kyrie, let it continue on. And again, just watching the dynamics, we want, it's nice because where the notes go highest, we get to be the loudest. But sorry, my dad's here to pick me up. But when we get to the next page, I'll try to stitch these together. When we get to the next page, then watch that mezzo piano and bring it down as low as you're comfortable, especially by the end. We get diminuendo, diminuendo. I hope that gives us something to chew on, and I'll see you all later. Bye.